Have we ever really experienced pain and suffering, loss? God will never hurt you. God will always give you what you need and what is being reflected to you as initiation and form to see how you're going to deal with situations with calm, ease, and protection, love, light, and wisdom, and the connection of relativity, being relatable, that stimulation of that energy, to know your emotional intelligence, to not see your emotions as something unsafe or untethered or something that you can't work with, but to see it as something that you can improve upon each day, to have concentration, contemplation within what you do. So, in this moment, this direct perception of who you are can never be altered or changed or discombobulated. This means that you are in that state whenever you want to be in that state, because that is the wholesome nature of who you are. That is not something that you're trying to be, it's not something that you're dictated by, but it is something that you open up to daily and see that it can change you. It can really change who you want to be. So in this moment, don't try to change who you are. Even if you had a moment of non-clarity, even if you had a moment where the sensations were out of whack, you overstimulated and you gave into your emotions and it was screaming, at you, and you felt like you got into a car crash. But then you can pick yourself up and kind of lick your wounds and not know that you don't have to be in that sacred wounding. And then you kind of have a clarity, and then you shift and change, and then you get a hit of enlightenment. So just take like a drag of enlightenment, a hit of enlightenment, just each day, where you just kind of like are aware of like what you're doing, and reflect to yourself, and give yourself inspiration and positivity and authenticity and the ability to overcome. But know that you don't have to stay in that, and you don't have to regurgitate shadow work. A lot of people will try to convince you, they'll try to convince you that you have to regurgitate shadow work and do it over and over, and look at the pain that you went through as a child and be limited, and you have to meditate upon it and then look at it again, and then you have to keep reverting and regressing back into who you once were, and you don't have to do that. It's a waste of time. Move on. Things happen. You make mistakes. You made some actions probably when you were not in your right mind, when you weren't aligned, and that's okay. But it does not mean that you have to sell yourself short and that you have to stay within that embodiment of that state. It does not mean that. That's the authority to take power and to empower yourself once again, and to really feel it in your fucking soul of what it truly means to be connected once again.